All right, you got some bongos, you're excited, you've unboxed them, took the plastic off, took the labels off, you're ready to play your new bongos. And you go to play them. That doesn't sound like the guy on the recording. What? Why? Why is this happening to me? Hey, everybody, welcome to World Drum Club. So you're about to learn how to tune up a set of bongos in the standard tuning. I know we all have different tastes, and you can absolutely tune your bongos anyway. Don't let anyone tell you how to tune your bongos. You can tune up your bongos any way you want. These actually, that sounds all right. That's a legitimate drum sound. It's not typical, but it's fine. For a recording or something, I would totally use that. So the point is not whether it's right or wrong. The point is what's typical, what's the standard. So that's what I want to share with you right now. So let's do it. First of all, you get your bongos. They're new. Why are they so low? They're low because they were made in another country, probably. They were made with fresher wood. It's since dried out a little bit. You might be in a drier climate, and all of those factors contribute to the bongo heads being lower, the drums themselves possibly being a little bit loose, and I'll talk about that in a minute, and I'll just tell you how to fix all that. All right, so first what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to tune these up to a standard tuning range. And what you're going to need for that is a wrench like this. This is an open-ended crescent wrench, a box wrench, and you're going to need one that's a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeters. This is 13 millimeter. It also has 12 on the other side, and sometimes I try to put that on and it doesn't fit, and I have to switch it around. And that's just life, Sometimes we have to use the other end of the wrench, as it were. Find the 13 mil end. Start at one of your lug nuts. These are called lug nuts. These are the lugs. All right. And we're going to work our way around the drum. You can go in a circle. I'm going to start over at one point. First, of course, let's go back to the beginning. You're going to check the pitch. All right. So pretty low for bongo standards. You're just going to turn clockwise from your looking down at the head view. I'm going to turn this one whole turn because it's pretty low and it needs to come up quite a bit. So just going to go around in a circle. You don't have to go into zigzagging star pattern. I mean, if you want to be fancy, I guess you could do that, but you don't have to do that. Nobody's going to judge you. Look at that. Way different. Now, we're getting into, what would be a typical range. Still a little bit low. I would call that medium, but not exciting. Not exciting enough. So I'm going to go a whole nother turn. Now, of course, those of you that are into math know that you can do one whole turn or you could do 2 half turns, etc., etc. 3 3/3 turns, 4 1/4 turns, whatever you like. All right, so yeah. Now, you're getting your bongos in tune when it starts to get hard to tune them. All right, last one. I'm going to be careful here. And you may hear your drum squeaking and cracking and crunching a little bit. This one has been tuned up and down a bunch of times, so that's not really happening. But if you hear that, don't panic. Don't call 911. Relax. Take a few deep breaths. Know that that is normal. Do not worry about it. That's typical. All right, let's check it. This is a high drum, by the way. It's called the macho drum. All right, now it's sounding like a set of bongos. So when you listen to recordings like salsa, pop music, you listen to a bongo player, now your drum's going to sound like their drum. See? You're welcome. All right, let's tune up the low drum to match the high drum. Not the same pitch, of course. It's going to be a different pitch, but it's going to sound like it goes together as one instrument instead of being like... Again, for certain recording, that might be cool, but we want the drums to sound like they're a pair, a team, working together, not completely different like they sound now. So I'm going to tune this just half going around. Now, by the way, I do appreciate those of you who choose to support us at patreon.com/Kalani. Remember that this channel is in many ways being done in lieu of publishing books and DVDs and other products that you would normally have to buy. We've cut all that out, cut the middleman out, cut the production out, made it a lot easier, but it's still the same idea. So it's just donation based. Still a little low, I'm going to keep going. So the good news for you all is that you can get the same instruction that would have been on a DVD, but instead of having to spend $50 or $20 or whatever it is on a DVD, you can watch it and then you can decide, you know, hey, I like that. I'm going to support this channel, and that's great for everyone. All right, so thanks for that. Patreon.com/Kalani. For those of you who don't know, let's check the bongo pitch. Bring up the low one a little bit more, just a tad. Just a tad. All right, so are you getting the idea here? Now, I told you I was going to talk about how to tighten up the drums themselves if they're a little loose. Inside here, so you see this block right here, right? This block holds the two drums together. And inside here are some nuts. I've replaced them with wing nuts, but typically they'll be regular nuts that you can use your wrench on, same size wrench. And you just need to go in there and tighten those up. And that's going to tighten up both drums and, you know, make the instrument the way it should be. If the drums are a little loose, if you can move them like this, counter to one another, you know, you need to tighten that block up. So do that. Everything's now tight, everything's tuned, and let's check them. So we'll go into like more of a traditional playing position. All right, we're ready to play. Hopefully you got a lot out of this. As always, I want to thank you for joining me here at World Drum Club. I'm Kalani, your host and teacher. I'll see you all in a future lesson.